So it's only been a couple days since I got out on the kayak on Lake Marie, but today was another really good weather day. It's a little cloudy right now, but manageable. So right now I am at Eel Lake, I think something Tugman State Park, right around Lakeside, Oregon. I just figured it was a really good day. The kayak had dried off and I cleaned it off, so I wanted to break it back out again before the weather gets a little bit cooler. It's right around 64 today, I think is the high. So yeah, I figured it would be a really good day to get out, and it's a much bigger lake, so I can go around and explore for a little bit. I've already hiked around here once a few months ago, but yeah, I think it's time I explored it on the water. I forgot that I was gonna try and do my chest harness this time, so I'm just gonna have to pause and get the camera out every once in a while. There is a little bit of a drift from the breeze, but I think right now, once I'm around this little corner, I'm kind of just using my momentum to pass along here. It's nice and pretty. There's a few other people out today. I think I saw a couple kayaks, and there were a couple motorboats that were probably out fishing. So yeah, I hope I can get a few miles in paddling around here. It's really nice. There's that way up there, which is one of the forks, and then there's this way. I think I'm gonna go over to this one because it's probably a little bit quieter. I just rounded this little cove here, and this big old maple. It might be several maples actually, all covered in this moss here. I was hoping it would be a bigger trunked tree, but still really cool to see all of them branching out from that one spot. There's some really nice big trees out here. Nice, healthy old trees. It's a bummer that you can see where that line ends though. On the edge of the lake, you can see those big trees, and then it's not far behind it that the private timberland is up, and you see all those shorter, younger trees that only probably have a few years left before they're going to be cut down for wood. There's a couple spots where you can see around here, not specifically from right here, but other places on the lake you can see the barren hills where they already chopped it down. It's a shame. We should really do a lot better with our logging practices. Yeah, this split of the lake goes for a ways. I've already been out here for, I think, what is it? Half an hour. I've already done 2 miles between drifting in the wind and active paddling. And there's probably another couple miles that I could go up that way. So I'll keep going there. And I mean, I'm not tired yet, so. Plus the wind isn't really bad today. Won't have to fight it too much on the way back. So it looks like up there is more of a wetland area. I'm seeing a lot more deciduous trees, probably big leaf maples and more red alders. That is probably where Eel Creek drains into the lake here, and that'll be the upper limit of where I'll be able to paddle. So I'm gonna keep going up that way, and then depending on how long it takes to check out the area, I'll start working my way back up, and maybe I'll save that other fork for another day. It's a little bit shorter, but it's still a pretty long section, so I don't know if I'll want to add that to today's adventure. It's already going to be a pretty long hike back, or paddle back. Nearly at the end now. Those trees don't look nearly as big as they did earlier. I felt like they looked a lot taller in comparison to the spruces and the cedars, but guess not. But yeah, I'll keep going up this way a little bit. There's a lot of vegetation coming up, a lot of lily pads, and might be some skunk cabbage and stuff. I don't want to chop my way through that, so I might kind of butt up to it, see if I can go in a little ways without bothering too much. Yeah, here it is. This kind of patch of lily pads here is pretty thick to get through. I've already gone past this little area, but like I said, I don't want to be digging through all of this and cutting through it with my paddle. Don't need to. I can just look at it from here. So I think I'm going to start working my way back. I'm already, I just hit 5 miles, so it's probably going to be 10 miles round trip. It was a good day to get out though. It's so beautiful. I definitely can see myself coming out here again. Hopefully I can see more of the flowers in the future. I was already told that the trilliums are blooming in the forest, which I have my doubts about, but hopefully that person was right, because I really want to see those sometime soon. I've been missing the wildflowers at Indiana Dunes lately. Granted, I don't even think that those are close to blooming right now. Maybe the daffodils, but those are always early. But anyway, about time I start working my way back. Still a decent ways back. I have to catch a breath in these little pockets here that are blocked from the wind. It's not terribly windy, but it's definitely not fun to paddle into. I'd be going full speed, and the second I stop paddling, I start slowing down pretty fast because there's just enough top current with the wind that it draws out that way. I don't think Eel Creek drains from that direction. I'm not 100%. I thought it was pouring in from here, so flow would technically be this way, but maybe it does have a slight flow out that way. I don't know. That would make a little bit more sense, but it's not like it could have changed the way I paddled today. That wind coming from the south would have affected me. No matter what, you can't paddle any further south than where you launch in from. You just have to go up one of the forks to the north. So it is what it is. I'll make my way back eventually. I think this section right here is blocking most of the wind because this is nice clear water up here, and you can see it kind of riffles up there. But yeah, this is a nice, good spot to float. I did double check on the map. That section back up there where I turned around, that is where Eel Creek drains into the lake. I checked and made sure. So yeah, it's just the wind that's pushing it up into that drainage today. So thankfully I don't have to fight the flow too much. Here it's pretty much glass. Nearly back now. About another mile to go, but I can see the parking lot, so yeah, definitely not going to go up that other section. My watch is already dead. I'll have done 10 miles at least round trip, so I'll save that for another time if I get around to it. But yeah, this was cool.